Hello everyone, welcome to another tutorial of our masterclass. In this tutorial, I will discuss about different operators, vectors, and data frames in R. So what are operators? Operators are like plus, minus, and division, multiplication sign, modular sign, and then these are actually the operators. And there are also something like logical operators, like a greater than sign, less than sign, greater equals to signs, equals to sign. And what we can do with these operators, we can compare between one or two values or data frames or vectors, not data frames, vectors. So how? So let us just discuss about how we can compare between two vectors or two values using logical operators. So as I said, first of all, that there are arithmetic operators which are plus, minus, multiplication, and division sign. I'm not going into those things. These are pretty basic. If you face any problem with these things, you can just search in Google and find the answer yourself. But I will talk about the logical operators, which are essential to understand and to learn. So let's begin. So suppose I created a vector, say A, and it has 1, 2, 3. So I have created a vector named A, which has three values, 1, 2, 3. Three values or three elements, which are 1, 2, 3. Now I am saying that A is greater than 10. Okay, so I'm using this greater than operator, which is a logic. So I am giving R a logic that A is greater than 10. And now R will run this line of code and will answer me if my logic is true or false. So let's run this line of code. See, R is answering or showing output false, false, false. So R is basically showing answer for every element inside of the vector. So what is every element? So the first element is 1. So the value 1 is obviously not greater than 10. So it is showing false. Similarly for the value 2 and value 3. And what if I just change this logical operator to less than? Okay. And now it will obviously show true, 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 because 1, 2, 3, three of these elements are obviously less than 10. So this is how we can actually test logical operations. Okay, and suppose we have a variable b now, which has, sorry, 2, 5, 7. Okay, so I have created another vector which is called b, which has three elements, 1, 2, 4, and 7. Now we are comparing between two vectors. So if I say a equal b, so I am saying R that a and b both vectors are same. So if I run this line of code, R will test my logic and send the and show me the output if my logic is true or false. So obviously, my logic is false, false, false for every value. So what is R doing? R comparing every single element of each vectors. So in A, the first element 1, and in B, the first element is 2. And obviously, 1 is not equals to 2, so it is showing false here. Similarly, 2 not equals to 4, 3 not equals to 7. Suppose if I change the value to 4. So A is 1, 4, 3 and B is 2, 4, 7. Now if I run this line of code again, so see, now it is showing false, true, false. This means that the second element of A, which is 4, and the second element of B, which is 4, these are equal. And this is why it is showing true. So I hope you understand now how the logical operation actually works. And you need to know different logical operators, because when we will actually work in with condition elements like if else function, we will use lots of logical operators like this is not equals to, this is greater than, this is less than, this is greater or equals to, this is less than or equals to. And to compare equality, we will use double equals to sign. If we use just one equals to sign, it will just show that a equals to b. It will just here see on the right side that a is just equals to b, that the b just transformed into a. Now let's move on the vectors. So what is vectors? So see, I have created this 1 4 3 using this concatenate function. So a is itself is a vector, b is itself is a vector, and vector should only keep same data types in each element. So what is this means? I cannot create a vector having different data type. Okay, like I cannot keep a vector having a character data type, like suppose apple and then 1. Converted this value 1 into a character, and the whole vector, it has become a character vector. So are just automatically converted the data type of a single value into the character value, character data type, to avoid any kind of errors. Okay, so simply, if we say simply, we cannot contain different data types in a single vector. Okay, in a vector, there's the values should be of same data type. So what are the data types? I discussed in my second video about data types. It's on the upright section. You can just click on the card and see the video. I discussed on the data type video that there are several data types like integer data types, numeric data types, and yeah, strings or characters. So string and characters are quite same in R, and logical data type maybe. Okay, whatever. Now, what are data frames? Suppose you have different vectors. Name. It has name like Jack, Mary, Rick, Morty. So I have created a name vector which has 4 elements, and this is a character data type character vector which only has the names of names of different persons. And suppose I create another data type which is age, and which will only contain the numeric data type values like 13, 15, 18, and 20. And see one thing, notice one thing, that if to input character or strings, we must have to use this double inverted commas. Okay, and to input normal numbers, we just have to type the numbers and run the line of code. Okay, so I have created a vector having 4 elements, which is name, and similarly a variable age which has 4 elements. And now I can create a data frame naming information. And to create data frame, I have to use as.data.frame, and I have to, no, I don't have to use this as only data.frame, and I just have to input the name of the vectors, which is name and age. So see here, a vector has been created uh, named information. If I click on this play button here, so it will show the variable name and its data type. Okay, so name having data type character, and age is a variable having data type numeric. So this is actually equivalent to this function str information. So if you use this function and type inside the name of the data frame, it will show you the same information in the console section. And I usually prefer pressing on this play button and having information. So if I click on the information, see here, it is showing a nice little table or data frame having two variables, name and age. So name having the names of person, in age having uh, their ages. So this is how a we can create different vectors, and from vectors to data frames, from multiple vectors to data frame. So this is just a basic tutorial on how to create vectors and data frames. And I hope this tutorial helps you all, because the operator section where I discussed about different operators and how logical operators actually work, I think this part should help you all to differentiate between arithmetic operator and logical operators. And if you like this video, do consider hit on the like button and hit on the subscribe button. Thank you.